Here at Theater Inc., productions are a team effort. Our student-led departments are the backbone of Theater Inc. Stooms, wham, and props are essential to our appearance on stage, but working on the actual set is our hard-working stage crew. In order to maintain and ensure safety while participating in stage crew, there has been a new policy that implements the use of hard hats while working on set building or lighting. This new policy is really just a precaution to make sure that the kids know that safety is the priority when working. We just want no accidents, said Barrington Haber, one of the heads of the staging department. Now, while wearing hard hats may seem frustrating or annoying, there is a more personal aspect to it to encourage students to wear their hats. Students who work with hard hats have the opportunity to personalize them by choosing their own color and even customizing them. They've even built their own hard hat cubbies to further motivate them to wear their hard hats. The policy's long-term purpose is to prepare students for situations where safety equipment may be mandatory. So, next time you step into the shop, make sure you have your hard hat. For the update, this is Alex Anthony.
On January 2nd, 2023, students part of the Newtonville Ski Club returned to the slopes after a 3-year hiatus due to COVID-19.
Ski Trips with the Ski and Snowboard Club offers everyone a chance to push themselves out of their comfort zone, whether it's a bunny hill for brand new skiers and snowboarders, or a range of difficult trails for more experienced members of the sport.
For NTV, this is Andrew.
Every year at MCAS, students are given the option to multiple programs to pursue what they are passionate about. But our strict government makes the curriculum challenging.
Junior Micah Klein joined a TV media class full of students ready to learn, but only 5 continued to major 2. According to Klein, a primary reason for his former classmates to drop the class is because a lot of time is to be taken up.
CTE programs require more than 900 hours in order to get a certificate.
But don't let that stop you from pursuing what you're passionate about, because our programs have a lot to offer, and if you love what you do, then the commitment should not matter. Kane said, as of right now, I would love to continue this program because I have seen so many cool projects and would love to try them out in the future. For the update, this is Blake McNeil.
The lines are stretching around the corner as Newton North student-run restaurant, the Tiger Loft, is finally reopening with its new head, Christopher DeRocher. DeRocher says that he has, quote, big shoes to fill following the retirement of the long-tenured teacher and head of the culinary department, Lisa McKinney. The Loft provides cheap and quality food for students to get food on campus without throwing their time walking or running to Newtonville. Students and teachers alike are ready to see the hard work of the Loft, but they won't see it long before it's gone. For the update, this is Charlie Shortsleeve.
On Tuesday, November 5th, 2024, Massachusetts voters didn't just vote for the president. They also voted on if MCAS was going to be a graduation requirement. And it passed. Now you don't need to pass MCAS to graduate. This may seem like a small change, but for us students, this is massive. Did you know that Massachusetts is one of 8 states that has standardized testing as a graduation requirement? And Massachusetts has had standardized testing a graduation requirement since 1933. Yeah, that's crazy. But now it takes a ton of stress off of students and lets them prepare for the finals and the SATs. From the update, this is Cillian Maroney.
On Wednesday, October 23rd, the Newton North girls soccer team went head-to-head with Weymouth right here. The odds weren't looking good the first half for North. Weymouth dominated every shot taken, leading 2-0. We were all super stressed, and a lot of us thought we had to accept our fate, that we were not going to win the game. But the seniors were trying to keep our hopes up, which I thought was really nice, said sophomore Isabel Morse. When the second half began, North started making goal after goal. This game helped Newton North break the losing streak for 3 years, helping them to come out on top. For the update, this is Emily Fulop.
Aloha! Mochigo Hawaiian is a restaurant here in Newtonville serving Hawaiian food since 2022. Mochigo is a very vibrant place with colors everywhere and the constant sound of music. Students can go here during lunch or free blocks to grab chicken all day long. In addition to the food, Mochigo also has boba tea, which you can get if you need a drink. Also, you can order for pickup online. This saves the stress of having to order in person. Mochigo will be here when you need it. For the update, this is Gabe LeBron.
MCAS, the standardized test that students have been taking for decades, might be going away. For years, students in Massachusetts have had to pass the 9th grade physics and 10th grade English and math MCAS in order to graduate high school. Question 2 plans to counter that. If Question 2's ballot passes, students' MCAS scores will no longer affect their graduation suitability. Don't get your hopes up, as students will still have to take the MCAS. The scores just won't affect graduation suitability. Some students think that MCAS adds unneeded stress to an already stressful school year. From the update, this is Gustavo Rodriguez signing off.
An hour before school starts, students rush to get a parking spot on Hull Street just to be close to the school. But when students come to Hull Street, most of them just idle, which causes more pollution, and they park horribly. Most of them parking 3 feet away from each other, which makes less space to park. It has gotten so bad that an Instagram account was made called bad.parking.nhs. Currently, they have 275 followers, and for the update, this is Jake Jongsart.
Every WIM block, the library is filled with hard work and perseverance. The peer tutoring program gives students the ability to help each other on their journeys to success. Students receive help in a subject that they need particular support in. This allows for more consecutive one-on-one time than they might receive from a teacher who has 25 students in a WIN, says history teacher Jamie Ball. Students are able to opt into the program by notifying the teacher in the subject they need support in. Peer tutoring is available to all students as long as there is a tutor available. Students will be paired up with somebody in a grade level above who has taken this class previously. If you would like to receive or become a tutor, please reach out to history teacher Jamie Ball for more information. From the update, I'm Levi Rosenberg Van Gameren.
The Newton North girls soccer team breaks their senior night losing streak, strikingly beating Weymouth 3-2. Although off to a rough start, losing by 2 to Weymouth, Newton North felt inspired to end the season on a high note. As the second half began, North's spirit was through the roof and every player played with passion and determination. That was until sophomore Sky Larson scored Newton North's first goal with only 12 minutes left in the second half, bringing the energy for the Newton North soccer team. Within the last 10 minutes of the game, 2 North seniors scored, putting North up 3-2 remarkably. When the game was over and the win was secured for the Tigers, the girls took part in a Newton North tradition, wearing bed sheets on their backs as capes, signifying Newton North's team spirit and victory. For the update, this is Michelle Chella. Go Tigers!
Girls soccer overtook Weymouth 3-2 Wednesday, October 23rd, breaking a losing streak and winning its senior night matchup for the first time in 3 years. Weymouth was 2-0 and dominating North in every move, but with only 12 minutes left on the clock, a beautiful thing happened. Sophomore Sky Larson scored North's first goal. Within minutes, North would go on to score another goal, but the Tigers wouldn't stop there. Senior Vivian Kritzer would go on to score the winning goal, sealing victory. For the update, this is Nicki Vienna.
On June 14th, surveillance cameras were installed in public spaces all over the school building. After receiving negative feedback, Superintendent Fleischman argues that in the past 10 years, society has changed so much and that this is just a change we're going to have to live with. Because of policy, the cameras can only be placed in public spaces such as the hallway, large public gathering spaces such as the CAF, and public walkways. From a statement from Principal Price, the students stand to gain a safer environment from the cameras. For the update, this is Parker Durkin.
On November 5th, Question 2 passed in Massachusetts. This means that majority of Massachusetts voters voted to remove the MCAS as a graduation requirement. This will go into effect immediately as the class of 2025 does not need to pass the MCAS to graduate high school. MCAS results will only be used to hold teachers and students accountable for their learning in the classroom. For the update, this is Ryan Costello.
On September 18, 2018, there's a storm which caused a flood during D Block on Tuesday morning. According to Beals House Dean Scott Heslin, the amount of rain filled up the drains, causing the water to pour down the ramp towards the theater. Firemen came in during G Block to vacuum up the water. Because of the incident, classes were canceled and many were disappointed because they couldn't continue any projects. For the update, this is Sasha Sullivan.
Communism, liberalism, conservatism, and Satanism, all brought together by this year's fall play, Arthur Miller's The Crucible, bringing a tale of witchcraft and legal corruption to the Lasker Auditorium. Director Valerie Young sees The Crucible as a piece of theater that is still relevant today, especially with the current election. In fact, Young specifically chose for the show to run in the weeks leading up to the election as to maximize the commentary's impact on the Newton community. A timeless world is created through thoughtful and intentional costume design that showed that although the election is a current polarizing issue causing many students stress, the themes of The Crucible will be relevant for centuries to come. For the update, this is Tyler Vasquez.
Earlier this year, construction for the Newton Center for Active Living began in Newtonville. The Center for Active Living will be replacing the since-demolished Newton Senior Center in order to meet the changing needs of our aging friends, such as
a brand new gym,
an updated kitchen,
and even a beautiful outdoor balcony. Cheers. With all these new elements and more, the Newton Center for Active Living will provide an updated way of life for these incoming older adults. They're trying to destigmatize the whole senior citizen title. And it's all happening right here. Get ready, Newton. We've got a brand new home for all of your senior citizens. I mean older adults. For the update, I'm Will Hartzog.
Every election season, the history department makes civics education a priority. Department head Gregory Drake said, quote, "We feel it is part of our job to prepare students to be good citizens. And research shows that the more students know about the political system, the more likely they are to engage with it. With the rise of social media, developing good media literacy has also been a priority." History teacher Anna Meyer said, quote, "All teachers talk a lot about how to read sources, how to think about bias, and how to be more critical. But it's a very different skill set to literally practice that with the news. Teaching about the election can help students understand the importance of voting, according to Drake. For the update, this is Yossi Danzig.